Did you read this one?
I did not. It's funny. Huh? Ebe, do you know what's gonna happen today? You're gonna go to preschool and play a bunch, and then after preschool, guess who comes to pick you up?
No.
Who comes to pick you up today?
Home.
Grandma. Grandma comes to pick you up today. Yeah, you're gonna go be with Grandma and Grandpa.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. We love to be with Grandpa.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
You look forward to being with Grandma. Yeah, she's picking you up from preschool today. Yo. You wish it was
Good
now.
morning, Kilon.
You wish it was now. Yeah. You're all done eating? All done? You're all done? Then let's get dressed. Let's get you dressed. He's taking one tiny bite out of the edge of each sandwich stick.
Mm.
I thought he'd finished my saw. They were placed on the edge of the sofa like a parade of sandwiches, all one bite taken out of them. Oh. You want to watch while I dress you? That's okay. Come here.
Where did I park the RX-8? Ah. And where did I park another tractor? Am I confused? Right, so I must have failed saving. That happens. Much work has been lost, for sure. Let me just double check my cows to see if I did or didn't do the filling of the... Ah, I didn't do. That's how far back we went, okay. Right. That means we could add like 10,000 liters of grass. For that we need the menu. Or we just put it back afterwards, that's fine. Stop at half. Huh. And we can see how close we got. Oh shit! Went too fast. Who has left this door open? Not that one. This one. Good morning, Jose. Whoa, 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 whoa. How close did we get to 22? 19? That's quite alright. For a guess, that's good. have tried running 3 trailers, and let me tell you, it's a bit of a mess. Considering how close the field is. I've run 4 trailers as well. You can link these up indefinitely until they become inconvenient. Right. I guess I can park by the trees here. Now we're prepared for the barley. It's another night's sleep before we can harvest it. But it's all set up with the harvester, and did I put fuel in the harvester? I did, right? Yeah, I did. Oh no, kiddo. That sucks.
Tickle. Happy.
Good job, baby.
So do I want to put the road here? Or would it be a better idea to direct the road straight out to the field? Like this? To use the area next to the field instead? That means I could use that space for something else. Like, honestly, factories, storage, put up some sheds for tractors. Oh man. What a good idea. Yeah, vehicle storage would be awesome to have here. It's above the hill, it's close to all of these fields, and eventually close to this and that. Oh, that would be neat.
So good, baby.
And then probably want to move, eventually, right? Want to move this area further this way. Like,
Whoa! Wow!
I don't know where, but somewhere. Like here we have a field that is very diagonal, so we could easily chop that off and take this area for a yard. Or this area that I've now planted a forest in. When we've harvested that, that would also be a nice spot to put some tractors. I like that. I figured for now, we'll at least go in and paint this so it doesn't look the way it does. Question is with what? Dirt? Oh no, my controller ran out of battery. Be right back.
Good job, baby. Really good job. We've made good progress on the hair. Very good, Ebe. Very good. Hair is getting so pretty. Your hair is always pretty, but now we're getting, oh, sorry, all the tangles out. No tangles in the hair. So good, baby. I'm so impressed.
Yeah, that definitely looks good for now. We'll see what we do in the future, but for now I like this look.
All done. Good job. Let me see your pretty hair. No? Okay, it's okay. You look really great, Ebe.
No, we gotta try a thing. I've been wanting to try this. Instead of making a gravel road with a grass line in it, I want to make a dirt road with a grass line in it around the fields.
Sounds pretty.
I think it could be more natural. Who would ship dirt this far out from base, you know? Gravel, yeah. I'm thinking like in some areas, maybe we do gravel, like next to tarmac, for example. But here, we'll try it. If I don't like it, we'll put down gravel.
Okay, darling. Time to go. Let's see. Will you say bye to Daddy?
We're probably gonna put a factory here or something like it. So I might as well, for now, put dirt to clean up this area. Could have done grass, I guess, but bye, Ebbe. Bye, Mama. Nice. Maybe the chipper should have gotten a parking spot next to the others, but it's fine for now. We're gonna build a shed for them anyway. I just wanna live with this a bit to make sure that I like having them here. We could find ourselves needing to use the space for factories instead to increase the productivity. We can't just have parking spots all over the farm, you know? This is something that is very small. Like we can hide vehicles away almost everywhere. They can be parked under trees like they were. So if we find that we need more productivity, I think we're gonna put that here. And then instead of having this big yard, move it up so we just have a bit road, a small road where we are standing. And that means we can use the rest of this to factories. For shits and giggles, let's look at a machine shed. So this would be a 3-bay garage. You can see how well it would just boop, slot in there. I think we either should get something with smaller garage doors. Right. Or like this thing. It has how many bays? 1, 2, 3, 4 bays. And 2 longer. 1 wide and 1 narrow. So if this was reversed. So I could park it like this. It has to be like this, and then it's very hard to park in the... I guess it could be moved to here. Then you can drive into it. And you can still go around it. That's an interesting thought. Or more like this maybe. So it's aligned with the field. Like there. And then behind it we would plant more trees. That's actually a pretty nice idea. Need to flatten the ground and stuff before. Figure out what levels we want. Because this field is not even. You see there's quite a bulge on it. Quite the bulge. This is a nice garage as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 bays. We could go the more simple route with shelters. Pretty sweet. I wonder how this thing works. If you could like come with a full trailer and offload it into it. We have to build it sometime, but it's 290,000, so it's very expensive. I mean, all of these buildings are quite expensive. 325,000. I mean, this one pays you because of the solar, but whoo, what a building. Can also just put a little house here. Move in. Would you live there, Siri?
Huh?
Would you live here? Next to the field and the...
Yes.
I can find a more scenic place to put the house.
It's pretty pretty. look out of the field on one side, which, and then there's a little bit of forest on the back.
Yeah. Pretty. How's your finger doing?
It's slowly improving.
Hi, buddy. Wow, trying to read your name. Lihax. Ah, dude. That's a tricky one.
Lihaxika Snaki?
Ah.
I mean, I just call him Naki.
Nucky.
Oh, right. I've been forgetting to. I've been meaning to ask you, and I keep thinking like, oh, now's not a good time, but it's honestly never been a good time. So.
Yeah? Wait.
What? I was like, you did not have time to do that.
Yeah?
Yeah? Because I was like, yeah, but I wanted to ask you first. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, you're Finnish. Oh, I read it as, I don't know why I read it as like Asian. Naki. Is that a male name? Naki. Now that I know it's Finnish, let's try again.
Thanks for the follow.
Lihaksikas Naki. Was that better?
That was pretty good.
I
don't know.
I don't know either. Oi. Oi. It was better? Because I don't know, I just read it as as Asian. I don't know why. My father is Finnish, but raised in Sweden, and I have never even been to Finland.
And your mother's Norwegian, raised in Sweden.
Yeah.
You are a second generation immigrant.
Yep. I'm not allowed near military facilities. I'm just kidding.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks. I'm trying to figure out where to park this thing. This is my auto-loading trailer because I've given up on forklifts. Man, I'm like, I've loading one pallet with a forklift is fun. I do think it's fun loading one pallet. We need to redo this. I said it when I planted it that bush is gonna be in the way. One pallet is a lot of fun, but when you're loading like 68 pallets, my head explodes. I want none of it. Is this asphalt? I think this is asphalt. Boop. Too close. Yeah, I've seen that. It is. Then we need to put a flower. So pretty. Aha! I play on PC with an Xbox controller. I'm a chill sofa gamer. I'm basically laying in a futon in front of a 65-inch TV playing this game. Just mega relaxed. It's the way. Whoopee. Let's park it here. That makes sense to me. So this area is probably the first bit of construction and terraforming I've made in this game. And it doesn't make any sense. What I've learned now, I would never build it this way. It's so inconvenient. And therefore, I have a few ideas. Either converting this whole area back to fields or different types of factories, moving stuff around. This is unused space. That's a big house that only serves to sleep in. And then that shed, because of how it's built, is barely usable. So I want to rework this area. If I'm going to store machines here, which I might, we're going to move all of this greenhouse space, because greenhouse is a factory that is quite slim. So perfect to put in areas where you don't have a lot of space. Make sure our plants are doing well. It all seems fine. So they don't have to be here, and then because now it's a little bit too wide. Like this space is poorly utilized, but I need to be able to turn around to pick up products and stuff. So I think we could redo this better, which is why I'm not, for example, putting asphalt under the greenhouse, but leaving it like this, which looks messy, but it's because I have intentions of redoing it. Bigger, better, faster, stronger, you know? Let's see if we can hook up the dolly. I've been meaning to move that. I might have to move the harvester first. Or the mower. Or just shove it. Oh, not too much though. There we go. You see, we don't use the dolly all that much no more since we got a lorry. And I like that, because I never liked the dolly. When is beet harvest? Thank you. August, so late. Right. It's a fun game. Have you played many hours? I think I have like 450 hours in this version, and then more in the older versions. I think it's in the middle of the day, but we are eager to get into the season, so let's see if we can sleep until 9 a.m. And then we can do some harvesting. Harvesting in the rain? You kidding me? How's the weather forecast? It will rain until 10, so we're fine, we're fine. It will clear up. And then it will be good all day. Right. Let's see if our animals are doing fine. 17,200 liters of TMR. Nice. Almost got a full 10,000 liters of milk. They need straw, which I think we can get straw from harvesting barley. But I'm not sure. Maybe not. Quite a lot of eggs. They could need some more food. That's a valiant task. I don't know. There are others, but if you wonder why I have so much viewers compared to chat, it's because Twitch is promoting me on Nordic front pages. So Sweden, Denmark, Norway, Finland. So if someone is just sitting on twitch.tv, they show up as a viewer. Not everyone, it's like randomized, right? It's a carousel that shows many streamers, like 7 or so. And I'm one of them. So my viewer numbers are like 56 viewers, but I probably only have 7 people being actually on my stream, if that makes sense. And out of those 7, it's you who's chatting. Kirun, for example, is watching. He's watching from work, so he's a lorry driver. So he chats when he stops, and the rest of the time he's just listening in. Not always, but he's here quite a lot. And then because he does a lot of his work days are shorter trips, driving in Gothenburg, Sweden. So he can have like 20 stops or 20 loads to do. And whilst he's waiting for his lorry to be filled up, he's more active in chat. And then he watches and chills in between that. A fair question, though. I get asked quite a lot. Most presume I'm view-botted. Which is a bit discouraging for people to think I would either do to myself or someone do to me. But I'm okay with it. You know, I'd much rather have the exposure of being on the front page and having
Thanks for the follow.
1 or 2 persons here and there ask me about why I have so many viewers and so little chatters, you know? And also I think I'm a streamer who doesn't engage a lot of communication. Like, some streamers are all about making people talk to them, and I'm more about enjoying this video game and sharing it. And then sometimes we go into tangents with deep conversations, mostly about tech, to be honest. Like if anyone wanted to talk cameras with me, I won't shut up. That's just how it works. Tech in general. Andrusken, are you Norwegian? Hi, like your name color. Yeah, Norwegian. My mother is Norwegian, adopted. She was adopted at what, like 6 months or so. So she only has Norwegian blood and heritage. Not so much. I don't even know if she speaks Norwegian. I don't think. I mean, if I were to guess, I think she's been in Norway a total of like 10 times in her life, if that. I have an uncle that I've met 3 times or so. Her biological brother. So she was the only one that was put up for adoption. My uncle stayed living with his my mother's mother. I've never met my mother's mother. I think she's dead. And she was very poor, hence putting one of her 2 children up for adoption. She couldn't support the family, and I can't imagine that being like a choice one makes easily. Like, hey, I just can't afford this, so goodbye. But that's what happened. I think my mother and her mother met, or maybe she didn't. I don't know. You see, we don't talk a lot about this. Probably because I don't ask. You know, I grew up with those who I call my grandma and grandpa, and for me, it's like they are my grandma and grandpa. I even went so far as to, at an eye doctor, they asked like, "Oh, is your relatives? Or how's the eyesight in your family?" And I'm like, "Well, my mother has glasses, my grandma and my grandpa has glasses." Realizing, well, that probably doesn't matter since they're adopted. But I didn't think of that at the time when I got the question. It's so obvious to me that they are my grandma and grandpa that it's not something I think of. In the video game it's 9 a.m, but in Sweden it's 1 hour after Finland, I mean. Like if it's 10... No, before. If it's 10 in Finland, it's like 9 here. Right? I think... Oh, it's 10 in Sweden. So we can confirm it. 10 a.m. ish. If you're hearing in the background, it's Siri. She's warming up. She's doing a music stream in a bit. Her schedule is about an hour from now, but she might start early today. What is this? Is this a puddle? Oh, it's a puddle! Oh man, I realize I've never seen the fields if they get soggy. Soggy is the wrong word. If they get water filled. I have a new mod. That when it's raining fills up low spots to puddles. And it gets really slippery to drive there. Wonder if these fields are so flat, they probably don't have low spots. We'll check over there, it looks shiny. Otherwise my wheat field, or barley field. That's so grown so you can't see. These fields are probably too flat. So these fields are not ours, these are our neighbor's fields. We could technically just drive in them without ruining them. I'm trying to find a wet spot. And see if we get stuck in it. She's not live yet. She will be. We'll be hosting her. This is our routine, right? We wake up in the morning, and she gives her son breakfast as I stream Farm Sim, and then she takes her son to preschool, and then she gets ready for streaming, puts on makeup and does vocal warm-ups. And when she's done and she go live, I host her. And then when she ends at 4 p.m, we spend sometimes we spend some time together, or I go live right away. So I do a morning stream and an evening stream, and she does a day stream. This tractor is bloody fast. It's not the fastest I have. I have a even faster, but this is up there. This is the most useful fast tractor. The other one I have is shit. It's awesome, but it's like half a mil. This tractor was 380 maybe. 280, 289. So it's very affordable. And my other tractor, I wonder where that is listed at. Here, maybe? Yeah, this thing. It's 320, and you're like, oh, that's not so expensive. This one can do 80 kilometers an hour. But then you put on like the rear adapter, so you can have a 3-point hitch and a PTO. And then you put on the 6-wheeled version, right? Without snow chains, preferably. And you're like, oh wow, only 406,000. Cheap. But if you want a 5th wheel, that's another 82,000. Because then you can have a 5th wheel and a 3-point, right? I don't know why I didn't buy that, honestly. Because that would have been a much better solution for me. I didn't buy that, so now I need to spend another 80,000 getting this. There's also the A adapter. I don't know what differs the A and C. Oh, the C has the hydraulics on the fender. Right, so you have the buttons for the hydraulics on the fender, whatever. And then you can also run it in like a 2x2 version like this. At no extra cost. But that's not it. You also need the tools. Like if you want a front 3-point, right? Well, then that will cost you extra. An arm and a leg, in fact. So first you have to find them. So that's if you want a mower. That's a 14,000 edition. $14,000. And here, $18,000 per 3-point. So if you don't run the 6-wheel version, you need 2 of these. And if you want the panels to adjust it with fenders, we're talking 20,000 for the rear. And then if you just want... Oh, you can't do just fender? Whatever. So it's 38,000 for the 3-point front and rear. You can also have skid steer attachments. Or like loader attachments. Like if you want to plow, for example, you can do that. 22,000. Or if you want an elephant loader, as they call it, which is basically a tiny wheel loader, 34,000. Plus a cover. You can have telehandler or wheel loader attachments. So this is like awesome for levelers and bunker silos and stuff. Very awesome. So in total, I think I've spent $500,000 on it. And its use is very limited. Like, let's find it. I'll show it. But it's a lot of fun to drive. Ooh, where could I have parked it? Here? Aha! Oh, and the front weight is another money. It looks like I have a puncture, to be honest. Because the front weight is so heavy. 2.8 tons. But it's cool because it's got hydraulic airbags, right? So you can raise it up and down. And that's not too awesome. Like, why would you need that? But the way it works is that in the field, it can lower and raise the sides. So the cab and the whole tractor stays level on an even ground. Let me just drop off the front weight here. And for this game, a thing that this does that others don't do, oh, wrong button, is allows you to have full control of the 3-point edge. But this thing is fast, and it's 4-wheel steer, which is absolutely awesome. It's too fast at speed, so then you have to change it to front wheel. So now we can push the max speed. Let's go. It's raining, so we can't harvest. That's why we're just fooling around, by the way. Whoa! One day I'll manage to take a roundabout at full speed. That's pretty cool, Kron. Is it manual control or is it like self-leveling, or how does it work? Let's see if we can reach max speed. I don't know what the max speed is. If 82 is the max, or that's just the max, we can set the cruise control. Some tractors has like a 60 max cruise control speed, but can do like 63. I just never tried this one. Let's do a left here. '81. 82. Oh, I need to brake so I don't crash into an imaginary wall. We have a longer straight here. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, this tractor also has a reversing driving position, so you can... I'll show you after this max speed attempt. .82. We'll peg that 82. Maybe if it was downhill, we could do 83.
Also, to be honest, you haven't forgotten that thing is taking it today.
Correct.
He's spending the night.
Correct.
So I was intending on doing a longer stream.
Correct. I just explain how it is in general.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, just checking. That we are all the same page.
Yeah.
I figured I'd try to do a really long stream.
Whee!
Whoa. I'm gonna try to play, even though I'm still in the pain. I'm gonna try to play as much as possible.
Hmm?
And I figured I was gonna do like telling people that if they donate $10 or more, I will live learn their song. So whatever they send to me, even if I've never heard it before, I'm gonna attempt to play it. And for fun.
Rasputin.
Yeah, like whatever they want, I'll try to play it.
Mhm.
I'll try to sing it. A fun thing, and also a way to bring in something that's
Hmm?
we'll see if it's popular or not.
Hmm. So yeah, you can turn around the wheel, and then you can drive it backwards, which is pretty neat. So now when you drive, it feels completely normal, and especially if you turn on the four-wheel steering, like this, it makes no difference if you're driving forward or backward, other than the top speed now is 25. So that's very nice for reversing, for example, or if you have like a mulcher on the back of the vehicle, right? You can turn it around like this, and you can fully operate the height and stuff of the mulcher, stump grinder, you know, which is awesome. All right, nice. 5.5 years later, Kilon. You heard a snooze? No, it was coffee. It was my thermos that was clicking. I love this this tractor in theory, but in practice it's not very useful compared to its price. But when it's good, it's so good. It can't pull heavy implements. It can pull like a trailer, like a mid-sized trailer at incredible speeds. It's fantastic for running a mulcher, stump grinder, I mean. It can do fertilizing or lime spreading things in general. It can do pretty well. Whoa, it can drift. It's got one of the best rear views any tractor has. It's very clear. But you can't pull a baler, you can't pull like a slurry truck, slurry spreader. Coffee in the morning is the best. You miss snoozing? I bet you kicking that addiction though feels good on its own, right? Like, yes, you miss it, but doesn't it feel fantastic to be done with it?
Snoozing or snoozing? Oh, snoozing. Snoozing.
Also, it was a financial decision, right? That makes sense. So I'm putting, this is a mulcher. I think there will be some stubble left after we harvest this. I'm not sure, but if there's some stubble left, I thought we could mulch it in. We'll see. Addictions are like that, right? They're overwhelmingly demanding. So this field is expected to have 43,730 liters. We'll see how much we get. Ready to harvest. $43. So we'll be grain carting with the 8RX. Or maybe we try the Sintrac for grain carting. Another great tractor for grain carting would be the 8330 because it's fast. But this field is so close to home that I'd prefer using the 8RX because it has better steering, turning radius. So it's more nimble and maneuverable. This is fast, yes, but it's less powerful than the 8RX, so it doesn't accelerate as fast. And it's less nimble with its turning. It's slower steering. And it's longer and bigger. So it's like, I think it's longer and bigger. Let's park it next to it and see. The rain will stop in half an hour. Maybe we should speed up time. I just realized because I'm running 1-to-1, right? So it's a half an hour of just mucking about like this. Maybe we could. So there, the size is very comparable, but the axle length is longer. So the front axle is further forward, but also the wheels turn significantly slower, you see? I've never noticed that the fenders stop following the wheel when it comes in all the way. That is so cool. So they have hit like a bump stop or something. Like this is the furthest the fenders can turn. But the wheels can go further. Huh. Yeah, like you can see it. Let's jump out and look with a flashlight. You can see here, they're on sort of a pivot. That's very cool. Yes, I was going to show you how quickly these wheels turn. Let's turn it on. Maybe it's the same. Maybe I'm delusional. But they turn more. Right? Maybe I'm just delusional. That happens sometimes. That versus... Yeah, that's definitely more. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Trying to make a case here, but I'm falling flat. If I was a lawyer, I would lose this case. So we're waiting for the rain to pass. I can go and park this tractor for in the meantime. Farm sim is pretty demanding. Like, we're maxing out the system, but then again we have turned up like render distance and shadow distance to the max. Everything is turned up to the max. Only 1080p resolution, but every graphic settings is turned up to the max. And I'm getting like 50 to 80 FPS. Oh, now we're just waiting for clear skies. What? Has the clouds turned around? We go the other way now? Has there been an update to the weather forecast? Or is it still clear at 10? It should be clear right now, honestly. But I see rain. It's clear skies over there, but where I am it's raining. Huh, fun. Morning ads. It's clear skies everywhere, but I have rain. Oh, it's getting brighter. Any moment now. Oh, rain is dissipating. Come on, baby. Oh, sorry. Have a good day. There we go. Literally 10 p.m. 10 a.m., sorry. The rain stopped. That sounds scary, Kron. So I haven't ran a combined in so long that I'm actually going to turn on the help menu. Bread. Half a meal for some bread. We make 21,000 bread a month, and they want 127,000. So that is remove 30 and divide by 2. So 130, so it's 70 months worth of bread. From one bakery, to be fair. So these contracts, like, if it takes 70 months, if we had 10 bakeries, it would be 7 months. So when we have 10 bakeries going, I can do contracts like these. But what would we get paid? I literally don't know if this is additional to... Oh man, this one we could have done 15 hours. We won't be able to do it because we can't harvest the sugar beets, but we could do the contract. Now we could find out. This could be $2,000 on top of the cost of the sugar beets, but I'm unsure. Let's do the math on the bread, for example, see if it's reasonable. What would we get for 127,000 liters of bread if we sold it on the market? So 127 times 2,000. 2,300-ish, right? So 127 times 2,300. Kron is faster than me, of course. Why would I even try? Chat, if you didn't know, Kron is very good at maths. 127 times 2300 is 292,000. So I would get almost 300k if I sold it to the market. But if I did this contract, I would get 461,000. So these contracts are fantastic. You just have to have the product ready. And also you need to ship it. You can't have the cell on your production plant like this. You can't have it to selling. You need to store it and then ship it when the contract is up. But this is my goal, that I'm going to do these contracts to sell my items rather than to ship it. But I don't produce enough. Not even close. Like, yeah, it would be, 3-4 years of bread storage. It's just, I couldn't afford to store that much without selling it right now. But soon. We'll get there. All right, help menu. It's the swath we want to see. Enable swath. There we go. Right. Other than that, I think we should be Gucci without the help window. Wait, did I misunderstand that? So now it's spreading everything. But I wanted to put it in a line. Maybe it can't do that for this product. There we go. Oh wow, I didn't think about that, Kron. What's going on? Oh, the field is too uneven. So if we come in from a different angle, we'll be able to harvest that. So let's skip it for now. think we better tip before we go the long way, because I think we're gonna fill up otherwise on the way back. So now that we're so close to the trailers, we can tip. Ooh, what map are you gonna play, Naki? Naki. If you have the new Platinum expansion, I strongly suggest Silver Run Forest. Otherwise, I love this Erangel map. Welcome back, Jon. Hi, Joppy. I like this one. This is Erangel. Erlengrad. I actually don't know how it's pronounced. Maybe we should ask someone from Switzerland. I mean, Switzerland speaks what? German and French. Maybe I can ask a German too. Because the name is kind of German. It doesn't have to be Switzerland. I mean, the southern Germany kind of looks like this. Kind of. I've been thinking. I believe in this game you can share save files. And I've been thinking if there is any interest for me to put up this save file so people could take over my farm from where I am at and make it theirs. If that is like, if there's any interest, right? That's the question. But if there's interest, I'm willing to do it. Because it would be fun seeing where people take it. But to make a map your own, it's a lot of work. Just farming, making money, that's easy. But making a map your own, setting up your own production facilities, decorations and stuff, that takes forever. Good choice. I mean, I have 450 hours or so on this map, and I still love it. It's challenging. It's fun. There's many different areas that allow you to role play different scenarios. It's got a very compact, easy to navigate city. Let me jump into the tractor and empty out my combine. I was at 60%, so better line up to empty it. I think your idea of going into small scale farming makes it more fun, especially when doing multiplayer. So you can be two smaller vehicles doing a field for longer. When you're playing by yourself, the larger tools probably make sense to sort of get things done. But when playing with people, like if you're doing a field like this in 35 seconds because you have like the largest tools, what's the point? Now, whilst we're waiting, let's jump into the fast track and hook up the forage wagon and get some straw to my cows. I think we'll be baling it large scale, but now just to deliver some straw to my cows, we'll take this one. Dude, in Sweden I don't think that happens, Gron. Gotta make a road there. Let's see if we can pick up this big pile. Ooh. It worked. We'll see. We're probably gonna have to empty out our forage harvester. Our combine, sorry. So let's do that before we go and deliver the straw. Set the cruise control speed. What do they harvest at? 12? 8? 12? Then we can just set the cruise control like this and coast. Oh, less. 10? 9? 10. It is quite flat on top. probably want to do gravel here, as it's a highly traveled area. So we're gonna finish up this road, or continue this road as is, I'm thinking. Or close to it. Oh, grain tank almost full. When we get decorations up here, it's going to look much neater. And then we're going to remove that oak and replant it further out in the field, opening this area up a little bit. Where are we? Oh shit, I can't collect. I need to wait for him to turn around. And if he gets full before that, we have to reverse out and hopefully it'll make 20% last. Oh, that's full. That is so full. Also, I missed the sliver. I think we deal with that right away and then put him back to work. I see you saying something about seeing that trailer in real life. And the scale of this harvester just makes everything look small. It's really hard to see scale on machines like this. Yeah, absolutely, Grom. I mean, a car is between 0.8 and 2.2 meters wide. So it's like, put two cars next together, it's pretty big. And this is what? 12 meter? 16 meter? Mm, 15.2 meters. So how many cars is that? 8 cars wide or so. Lucky, thank you for hanging out today. It's been fun getting to know you. Hope to see you again soon. And good luck with playing. That's a good question, Giron. I mean, maybe it was an employee, right? Maybe it was the first time in that field, or maybe they fell asleep, drunk farming. Many possibilities. And then we'll take that tree down and plant it there instead. Or there. Or there. So we just get a little bit more space. I've been talking about making this road for hundreds and hundreds of hours. It feels good finally spending the time doing it.
I'm gonna guess in the beginning you maximized for profit,
Mm.
and now you want to make it look pretty.
Mm. Exactly what happened. The greed. And then I realized, oh, well, that looks like shit. Sloopy. That's gonna suck. Because I don't think I can remove that without changing how it looks in the cow's pasture. Which I kind of been thinking to do anyway. Like I want to paint some realistic wear in the pasture. Like where they walk the most, having animal mud, whatever it's called. Animal mud, yeah. Like making some lines in some areas where they spend most time instead of just having a perfect field like this. But it's scary because I can't go back, because I can't get a tractor in here to replant this grass that grows. Because I can only paint meadow or flat grass, right? So this is the flat grass, this is the meadow, and this is the natural planted grass. Can't redo it. Well, I guess I could activate like super strength and lift the tractor over and then plant with that tractor back and forth. But it's like, yeah, it's a giant pain. Not something I do. Well, if you paint something else in there, right? It won't grow. Or at least this is how I think. I don't know how that works. But I think that's how it works. Well, that's not good. I guess there's no way then to destroy some of the field to get out of this. Oh, I guess that would work, you know. We are definitely gonna remove this from the field if we're planting wheat. If we're doing corn, that head is more flexible. But I think it's better doing some forestry here, because it's too steep and uneven. So a pass like that is about 450 liters. And barley is worth $700-ish, up towards 700, 800 max per 1,000. So it's like $500, $400 per pass. So like, this was a bit of a shorter pass, maybe $300. Worth doing, I feel. But long term, it's better doing forestry here or something else. But now that I have this ready to harvest, doing what I can to harvest it feels like a worth my time task. I honestly don't know what I thought about when I planted here. Last time when I did this whole field, it was corn, and the corn planter can do this, but not the combine, because the head is fixed, doesn't articulate. It's just a big long bar. I guess I could buy myself a smaller head, and it would work better in the uneven fields. But I think a head is like $50,000. I think that was the 80% point. No, that was a difference. I don't know what that sound was. How small would the small head be? And is any of these articulating? Or like flexible? No? But the one I have is 16 meters and this is an 8, so it's half the size. Will definitely work better in a uneven field. What else heads do we have? This is the one I have, I think. No, it's 14 meters. So yeah, the half-sized head would be 43,000. And on top of that, we would need a trailer for it. So an 8 meter. I wonder how these namings work. Like, how do you know which one you would get? They don't say how long they are. It would be something like this, though. So like 7K, so 50. Oh, very good guess, actually.
Thanks for the raid.
I'm up there! Can't do an 8K raid.
Hi, yo, girl. Do you play Farm Sim? What a mess. Can you remind me to never plant on an uneven field like this? Nice. But did you start streaming a few weeks ago, or did you start streaming Farm Sim a few weeks ago? That would work. I consider myself being new. I still have so much to learn. I have about 450 hours in the game. And that's not a little, but it's considering there's like so many generations. Someone could have played this for like 6 years. Therefore I feel consider myself a noob. And also I make mistakes like this. Main Dead by Daylight. Right. I remember Siri, who's playing guitar behind me, she streamed Dead by Daylight on the beta release. And I don't remember the whole story, but it was like the servers were only up for say a day, and after that you couldn't create the lobby no more. But if you had a lobby going, people could join it and you could play indefinitely. So when she was streaming and had it open, she just kept the lobby open and everyone could join and play, even though the beta was over. What a hack. That was a hoot. But that was like years and years ago. I think I've played like 4 games maybe of Dead by Daylight. I love how stressed I get playing a game like that. You first started with Grand Theft Auto? Nice. My first game was Dota, and then I did like PUBG and CSGO, games like that. Now I only do simulators. Oops. Oop. That's not gonna work. Now we have to be a bit hacksy. There we go. I only have one field that I use this harvester for this season, because I've only planted corn and cotton, and I've ruined my other fields. I had 2 fields, one with wheat and one with barley up north, but I've ruined them. So the reason I'm doing so much cotton is that I forgot to plant cotton last year, and I have 4 spinneries. That's the green buildings you see in front of me. I have 4 of them and 2 tailors for making clothes. What did I do? Well, I'll tell you. I'm just gonna park here. Let's go to the map and I'll tell this little story so others can avoid it. Field 3, barley. Field 5 was wheat. And then I was going to put in some sugar beets in field 6, and I used AI. So AI started off here, drove like this, turned around, drove like that, turned around, drove like this, turned around. And when it came here, the AI was like, well, better continue in field 5, and jumped up to field 5 and started planting sugar beets in field 5. And wheat and barley you plant in fall and it grows all over winter and in spring and you harvest it midsummer. End of summer. Not late summer, but end of summer. So yeah, field 5 was wheat. Now it's sugar beets. So the stuff I learned from that is that if I start the planter here, so it goes like this, turns left, goes like this, turns right, there's no chance that it would continue to plant in the field adjacent to it. Unfortunate wisdom I've learned from making a mistake. So you would think I only do that once, right? No. This is my neighbor's field. I don't own field 4. And they wanted me to plant corn in it. I started here. Do you know what happened? It went up and it went down, it went up and went down. And then I was like, well, field 3, I better plant corn. So I jump on field 3 and I don't notice this until he's like here or something. So that's my barley harvest ruined. But whatever. Now I have another field of corn. And I didn't really lose anything other than the time spent that winter. But yearly, it's like, it's not a big deal. It's not huge. It's like, it's fine. But again, if I would have started here and had him turn right and then go down, it would have ended here and there wouldn't have been a field that he can fuck up. So, yeah. I've learned that by doing the mistake twice up here, so it's fine. We might be having some contracts. Oh, I should have checked that before we did anything. It's no contracts, right? Because I see my neighbors. They have field 9 ready to harvest and field 25. Field 25 is a super field. Is that barley? Yeah, it's barley in field 9 as well. Cool. So I'm not going to wash my harvester yet for the season. I'm going to leave it looking like a muddy pig because potentially they want me to harvest those 2 fields. And then what else do we have? Do we have any wheat? Yes, we have a few wheat fields from my neighbors. Maybe canola. Yep, 2 fields of canola. 1 field of oats. And corn is a different harvester. Sunflowers too. Soybeans, no soybeans. Sorghum. I have sorghum. Right, so I have sorghum fields to harvest. These. This is a field that is quite uneven. So I'm considering buying the smaller harvester for it. The smaller head. This was done with a 16-meter head. And since this is so uneven, I might need to do it with 8-meter head. We'll try. We'll see. So I need to save 50k to buy the smaller head.
Thanks for the tip.
Jack Joffa cheers 100 bits. What do you call a cult that is hard to get into? Difficult.
Difficult? Siri.
Yep.
Oh, you didn't laugh. I thought you didn't hear it. Siri. What do you call a cult that is hard to get into? A difficult? Yep. So how was the yield? Yield is decent, considering I forgot to lime the field. What will we be planting here next year? Could we plant something right now? Olives. Olives and grass. So we could get a whole harvest of grass. Are you replaying it? Why did it do that, Siri?
What? I didn't do that.
But it played on yours, right? Just very delayed, maybe. We could also do poplar. Alright, alright. So when do we plant? If we want more wheat, we plant that in September. Let's do a grass harvest until then. We have both September and October to do it, so just for efficiency's sake, let's get all the straw. Oh, I missed a bit there. That's fine. So little. Let's get all the straw. Did I empty the combine? I have too many vehicles. I did. Good. We'll get all the straw, get grass in the ground for the summer, and then we'll plant some. If this is barley, let's plant some wheat then. So we rotate the crops a bit. Oh, let's take our new road. Click, 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 click. Then we need to fell that tree. Did you manage to get any crops in the ground, Naki? Ooh, Naki, now my Finnish friend is here, Jack Jofa. So we have 2 Finns in chat. Maybe you will finish each other's sentences? Sorry, that was... that was awful. I'm sorry. Oh, nice kill, bruh. Bruh. We're gonna have harvests real soon for corn, and I think we'll be using this tractor for that. So let's park it down by the silos. We might switch it up to a fast track or the synth track, but we park this away for now. Grass planting. Grass planting. That feels like a job for the synth track. You can do it, right? Oh, it's mulching. We're not gonna need to mulch though. Maybe the cornfields. Well, that's later. I love transporting with this tractor. It's so speedy. This straw goes into where the cows sleep as bedding. You can see their stalls filling up. And with it you get manure as a product output that you can use for fertilizing, or you can use it to make energy in the BJ, biogas, whatever it stands for. I don't know. Biopower plant, let's call it. If you're new to chat, hello everybody, my name is Johannes. I like playing simulator games like Farm Sim, Euro Truck Simulator. Sometimes I do IRL streaming. Hi. Are you mocking me? I feel mocked. I don't even get mocked. Sad. Some days. Oh, it's probably because it's full. Never mind. So now we see their beds. Again, I can't jump out that way. They're being completely full, including the birthing room here. It's also completely full. Means happy cow. And the rest we can jump down here. Oh, the feeder is in progress. There we go. So when the feeding robot is collecting food, you can't deliver. Oh, sorry.
Alright, I'm gonna get started.
Woo!
Woo!
Chat, you're in for a treat. If you want, you can come along for a raid and listen to Siri sing a few songs for us. Let's see if we can find her. Boop.
Boom ba ba doo ba da ba boom ba da ba doo ba da ba ba da ba
Oops.
da boom ba da boom. Ribbidi, ribbidi, ba da ba ba da ba da ba boom ba da boom. Oh yeah, I had a ribbidi, ribbidi, ribbidi. Oh yeah, I had a what?
You had a what?
I had a question, but then I realized I don't have a question because I already fixed it.
Are you questionless?
Because I am fantastic. I am questionless. Well, not really. I have a million questions.
So, is this Siri? She's behind me. You can see my hand waving. Look at that. That's my hand.
That's your
And if you want to,
Wow.
come along with the raid. Listen to her play some music for us.
Yes, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for today. What is happening with my headphones? Hey, whoa, what? Hello? Oh.
Is the raid going?
You
Raid is going. Come on, join. We have 14 people. More. Come on, click. Click.
I can only hear myself.
Come on, click.
Come on.
Click.
Come on.
Click.
Yeah. Hey,
Click.
there we go. It's better, Elf and I. It's better.
Click.
Yeah.
Come on. More than 14.
It still hurts,
Come on.
but I
Come
can
on, join.
actually play, which is nice.
Join.
That's nice. Why does it sound like I'm in a tin can?
You have a few more seconds. Come on.
Hello?
15. There we go. Good job. Thank you. Thank you.
Jeez. This connection is so glitchy.
Time for a new pair of headphones.
Is it the headphones or is it? This doesn't sound like it's the headphones to me. It sounds like it's the.
The cord. Yeah.
No, more the connector.
No, it's yeah, but it's
No, I mean the
Propri-
connector in the L12.
no, it's the headphones. Yeah.
Dude, it's so fucked.
Let's go.
No, it's so fucked. Wait. I can't sing like this. Excuse me, I would like to proudly present to you. Why does it sound like
My tail.
Why does